Hello, everybody. This is Eric and Rick from A Wide Range of Conversations. Do you want to be a podcaster?
Do you think you're funny? Do you want to reach hundreds of listeners? Do you have a microphone or a cell phone?
Who doesn't have a cell phone? I mean, come on. Spotify for Podcasters can help you. Do you got a story to tell? A mystery to solve? Well, Spotify for Podcasters can help you, and it's free.
You can also unlock listener support at the very beginning of your podcast, so you can get cash at the very beginning of your episode.
Bling, bling, dollar, dollar.
Yeah, and if we can do it, you can too.
Check out podcasters.spotify.com.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me.
Welcome, everyone, to a wide range of conversations with Rick and Eric.
But they're awesome because there's like so many mixed up ones.
Right. No, I've heard a bunch of different, like there's another one that I heard that's got Eric Hartman doing Evanescence.
There's one with Big Meaty. There's one with Plankton doing Wrecking Ball, which is also fucking phenomenal.
What does Plankton sound like?
I don't
He just has a deep voice like this. I don't know if I could do Wrecking Ball in that, though.
know, but it's fucking hilarious.
I came in like a wrecking ball. You can judge that.
Whew.
A little too strong there?
Did not stir the tequila in that drink. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of A Wide Range of Conversations with Rick and Eric. I'm having a celebratory drink. Rick's having a celebratory icy hot patch on his back.
It feels great.
But thanks to you guys, we hit the numbers that we needed to hit to get the ambassadors unlocking key.
Yeah.
So maybe we can make money off of fucking being assholes out here.
Hey, listen, my chastity belt is wide open now. Just
I
wait.
found the key.
just wait for my back to heal up for real.
But yeah, so thank you to everyone that checks us out or has supported or anything. There's Fancy Matt, Tara, Rachel, Loudmouth Farms with their extraterrestrial goodness. Fuck, I cannot say extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial.
There we go. Fucking Horror Soup. I think hopefully they share.
Yeah.
If not, I'm just shouting them out for no reason.
Yeah.
Uh,
We love you, Kim. We love you, Caleb. James sometimes too. I fuck him up. I send him all the wrestling stuff you send me. And he's like, my kid cannot watch this.
Mark, Matt, John.
Matty Ace and Marky Mark podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
John. We love John. Can we get John on the show?
Yeah.
We have
John, not to throw his shit out there, but John found out that he's got diabetes on the legit.
Like Scott Malkinson. I'm Scott Malkinson. I'm John and I got diabetes.
Yeah, he's pretty super bummed because he can't have carbs, is what they
Oh.
said, and he's like, so I just can't enjoy life anymore.
Yeah,
So-
that sucks. R.I.P. John. We love you.
He's not dead. He's just very upset about snacks, mostly carbs. He said he's not that pissed off about not being able to have sugar.
I think I'd die if I couldn't have sugar at this point.
But like not bread. And then Dave's just over at their house just eating loaves of bread.
How? Like whole ass loaves of bread?
Probably.
Like,
He
what
used
it-
to be in an eating competition shit. Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah, I used to do like the hot dog eating competition stuff and that kind of stuff. So every time when they're over hanging out and I show like the videos of the dude with the huge beard, I can't remember his name. He goes skr before he starts all of his videos and does eating challenges. I'm like, can you do this, Dave? Can
What
you
the
do
fuck
this?
noise did you just make?
That's what he does.
Skirskadurf?
Yeah, he's from England or something like that. I cannot remember his name now. But
Skirskadurf.
yeah, that's literally just the noise that he makes. He just goes skr, and then fucking he does it in his like voiceover, not in public in
Oh.
front of people. Yeah.
I figured that's like his war cry. He's
Oh,
like,
no.
there's a table full of tacos. Skirskadurf!
No.
And this goes at it.
No, that's just what he says when he's like narrating over his video while he's stuffing his face.
I am going to pretend you didn't tell me that because I want him every time he goes to a buffet to go skirskadursh and then just dive in.
It just is that what Mark yelled out when he went to Chen's for the first time?
Oh, dude.
We talked about it on one of the episodes, but now I just skr. He just runs
Now.
in after all the fucking shit.
Now I'm going to say that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But we were talking about the fucking AI tracks that are like blowing up all over fucking YouTube and shit. because there's programs and websites that you can like just plug in songs and lyrics, and some of them you have to pay for, but some of them they just have free shit, and it will do it in the voice of these people and shit.
Right.
Now, some of them are kind of crazy that are actual musical artists doing other musical artists ones, because there's one at Chester Bennington doing a fucking Slipknot song. And I'm like,
R.I.P.
whoa, I'm like, this is fucking trippy as shit. And I think there's a Foo Fighters one, but it's not with him, but I don't remember. I just know it's Foo Fighters.
So what concerns me now is we've been doing this podcast for just over 2 months now. With all the wild shit we've said, they can for sure cut whatever they want out of our podcast and make us say anything, because we've said it.
Probably. The walls of Amityville Studios are filled with sound bites for the internet.
Why is that a wrestling promo? The walls of Amityville, brother.
Yeah, I had to get that in there because we didn't say welcome to Amityville Studios. I was
There
trying
it
to be
is.
crafty.
We're gonna try and we'll weasel it in some way.
I
in
need to
every
stop
episode.
getting so high before the show because this is twice I fucking forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I just came over and I'm like, I had a grabber because I couldn't bend over to grab anything because I threw my back out, and you're just like, come here, and then just put icy hot patches on me.
I'm a vet for fucking throwing my back
That
out,
was
dude.
wild though.
I spent too many years fucking falling on messed up shit to not
This
know
is-
how to deal with fucking back problems.
This is the first time I've ever done it. I'm just hitting whatever mile mark we decide I'm going to be this year, so not bad odds.
But yeah, it sucks. But I got I don't have any more pain pills. Otherwise, I'd hook you
We're
up with
good.
some of those.
I'm straight edge over here now, brother. I had caffeine today, actually, though. So
Oh, how did that? It's been months, hasn't it?
I have ADHD. It doesn't do anything to me.
Oh, it makes sense.
I got a frappuccino.
That makes
before I
sense
went
then
to work.
why Mark can just drink energy
Yeah.
drinks all fucking day and it
Yep.
doesn't do anything to him.
I got a frappuccino before I went to work, and my boss was like, "Dude, you haven't had caffeine in how long, and now you have a frappuccino?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's gonna be fine."
Nah.
Are you sure? And I'm like, "My heart will be faster. I'm not gonna go faster."
So from last week's episode, I think it was last week, you mentioned the songs that piss you off.
Oh yeah.
I went on a hunt. I went on a fucking hunt to try to find a song that pissed me off. I couldn't find one.
That's good though.
I couldn't. And then that's when I got stuck in that fucking thing. I'm like, I know Creed had fucking jams. And then I ended up finding the song that I was singing during fucking Fortnite.
Yeah, that was quite the. You were busting out a lot of the other things in Creed too.
Yeah, well, it's because it was a playlist I found. But yeah, I literally went on a fucking hunt. I went through the huge ass everything playlist that if anybody wants the link for, I can hook you up. It's open for people just to add shit. We started it in 2020 because of COVID, and now there's like 4,000 songs of literally everything on there. I went through shit. Nope. I just feel like this is annoying, but it didn't fucking I wasn't like fuck off, want to flip the table or anything.
You're generally a chiller person than I am, though, so that makes sense.
I don't know.
No, that was wild. That because I play Fortnite now. I'm sure we mentioned it last time. Not
Yeah.
Charted. I think I posted it on Instagram. If you guys all
Yeah.
want to follow that, but it was just like all of us all had music in the background. So you were just like, and then
Yeah.
Mark was singing. I don't remember what he was singing. Something wild.
He was listening to Mike Jones, but then we were doing.
That's what it was. It was Mike Jones.
But then we were doing the El Cato fucking song.
Yeah, I don't-
Before then,
oh, yeah.
you were like, what's happening?
And I had like Demi Lovato in the background. And,
Yeah.
and that was all just the three of our personalities combined into one human being. It was wonderful.
So because they put out the new TMNT, have you seen it?
No.
Okay, me either. On the Ninja Turtles YouTube, they dropped like the entire first season of like the original '90s commercial cartoon.
Hell yeah.
I saw that yesterday.
Bring back to Turtle Pies, still from last episode.
But yeah, so I just wanted to. I literally wrote it down in the notes with a turtle head because I saw it. I'm like, I need to remember to tell Rick, if anything, not for the show, but so at least he watches it.
Hell yeah. So in my foray, I was trying to find some wild stuff to talk about on the show, and one of my favorite podcasts called That Spooky.
You're saying your foyer?
Foyer.
Isn't that like your doorway?
Foyer? They're gonna read me to filth that I don't know what that is on the internet. isn't
Anyway,
it?
continue.
Yeah. So anyway, they covered the story a couple of times, and I know you haven't heard about it. Well, maybe you have. Have you ever heard of rentahitman.com?
Sure haven't. I'd be a frequent user, so
It's Number one, don't do it. Number two,
It's probably some dark web shit.
not
No, it's like FIFA out there with a
So,
Feet Finder.
as a joke, there's an IT group out there which I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
But basically, they made these. The icy hat's getting me fucked up. They made the website as like kind of a general. This is so insane of a website. Nobody would ever do anything like this kind of thing. So when they posted it, and it had active links and stuff like that, where you could submit, like, you want to run a hitman or you want to be a hitman for the actual company. People submitted to have people killed, and the police actually arrested people from it because they're idiots.
I thought it was real.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I'll pay $3,000 off my sister.
That's fucked up.
I mean, there's worse part. I'm not gonna like. There's worse things that I read because I read like 4 or 5 cases from it, and I'm like, yeah, there's. Ugh.
I enjoy the videos and shit of like women who hire a hitman who ends up being an undercover cop, and then they tell them, like, they'll like film like a fake video, have something that shows like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
So then they're like, oh, and then all of a sudden the husband just pops out of nowhere like, haha, bitch, I'm still alive, and you're under arrest. And she's like, no, I didn't mean to. Like
Surprise, bitch.
Like, no, it was made up. Like, she's framed. Like, yeah, who else was doing this besides you? But that shit cracks me up.
Yeah, I heard that, and I'm like, people, and I always, every day, I have the same internal argument. People can't be that stupid. And then I'm like, oh, I've seen people be that stupid.
I had a dude that I used to work with, like, he came into work, and he's like, he's like, man, he's like, I got fucked over, dude. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, my fucking bank account is gone. And I'm like, what?
Oh, boy.
And he's like, these dudes called me and said that I won lotto over in another country somewhere, a lotto. And I won like $300,000, and all I had to do to claim it was just give them my bank information, and they were gonna wire the money in. I went, dude, did you even play a lotto in another country somewhere? Well, no, man, but I mean, they were all, and I'm like, bro, he literally dead ass lost like $2,500, something like it was a large, not like a super lot of money, but it was a large amount of money for a lotto that he thought he fucking won in another country that wasn't even real. And so, yeah, people are that stupid. Like, literally, he told us this all at work, and we're like, what the fuck, man? Like,
I feel bad for him, but at the same time, you're like, come on.
yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I felt bad, but I'm like, but you're a fucking idiot, dude. Like, what the hell?
It's just like my mom's getting to be that age where I have to start worrying about that. Because she'll be like, oh, I'm just doing a nice thing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't see, but I'm giving like the head tilt, like blinking eyes, like,
Yeah.
are you?
Right.
It's like that meme that's out everywhere right now that's like, you sure about that? That's me a lot of my life.
Right.
But Eric, are we ready to break the news?
What?
We've watched Hoochie Daddies. At least one more episode.
Yeah. I started the third one. I forgot I did, but I only got
Did you?
I got like 5 minutes into it, like literally, and that was it.
So after the episode aired last week, he's like, do you want to check that out? I'm like, I've never actually wanted to check something out more in my life, honestly. And what I thought was going to be a wild ride was like the Millennium Force of rides. And I'm in. Like, it was a t-shirt making competition for this episode.
Although, yeah, when you
And they couldn't even fucking do it. They're just like, I wish I would have wrote down that quote. The one that I filmed for Instagram. It's like,
if I don't give a fuck about you, why would I even want to fight you or something?
I gonna
like
run
that.
up on some bitch if I don't care about running up on some bitch.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. Yeah,
Was that King?
I don't remember any of their names.
I've got them written down.
The only one that I remember is the one that looks like empty.
I think it was either Maya B or King that did it. Anyway, so we have their names here. We have one that was named Taz. And Taz is hanging tit half the show. And for me, I don't really care, but like I've never seen, besides like sometimes if you go to the larger, like more populated prides,
Yeah,
you get to see some people just like putting tapes on their boobs and like that's what they do. And this is what she does all the time. And there's a cat in there doing cat stuff. there's another one called J Cash, who I said looks like low key Lil Wayne from the side. And Maya B is, I'm pretty sure that it's either her or this other somebody, the general. It's one of those two girls that did that quote. I ain't gonna try to run up on a bitch if I don't care about no motherfucking bitch.
Probably.
And she's honestly my hero. She just like sits around and she just like looks at the camera like, I didn't give a fuck. She just like rolling a blunt. I'm like, I love you so much. I want to be your friend.
It's so funny because the one they were outside and like all the other houses in this neighborhood look nice as fuck.
And they're in Florida.
Yeah, I'm like, all these people are probably just like, what's happening with all these fucking loud ass women just screaming at each other, smoking blunts in the fucking front yard, making t-shirts. Like,
Can we talk about how as soon as it aired, I'm like, listen, Eric, I don't want to be that guy, but you'll never catch, especially a masculine lesbian in Florida because it's too hot for them. And what was the first thing they did?
complain about the heat.
I'm like, I told you. I'm like, did they show up in a U-Haul? Did they show up in a Subaru? It's not real shit. So down that, because we got a couple more. We have, I think she says her name is Fantasy, but she spells it like Fantize.
Mm-hmm.
That bitch got moves. That was the
is
one
it-
at the very end where she's just like, I'm naked. Look at me go. When they went to that club or whatever.
Yeah, they're all partying.
That was, I'm like, that was when I looked at you. I'm like, what network is this on? And you were like,
it's a Tubi original.
yeah, none. They didn't.
It's on none. They didn't make it nowhere. They tried. I'm
Yeah.
sure they tried.
Yeah.
And they didn't even.
I don't think anybody's
It's-
going to
it-
touch that.
They probably ended up in somebody's little own collection for themselves.
And then there's Stud King, but she spells it KVNNG, which is the weirdest. I don't like that, but I'm sure it's part of something. And that was the one. Oh, the minute I looked at her, I'm like, this bitch. All of them could probably beat my ass, but this
Oh.
one specifically, I'm like, no, I don't last a second. And then we have the D word that rhymes with bike.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
that's we don't say that word. Apparently, that's still really controversial. I think she's just trying to take it back.
Yeah.
And that was the one oh that's literally what I wrote in my notes. Is that what I just said? I just pulled it up from pure memory. But no, she was the other one that was going wild on that stage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was the one that
Yeah.
was.
I was just like, and then we have King, and then that was it.
I don't know.
They all have Instagrams, and I really want to follow them, but I feel like I have to earn up my street cred before I follow them, because I feel like they're just gonna read me the filth if they see me following them. Like, who's this guy?
They probably don't even run their own shit.
You don't think?
Who knows? I don't know.
Come on.
They might. No, they might actually.
Come on. You think somebody on a Tubi original reality TV show don't run their own shit?
They might, yeah.
Bottom line here, this is my new obsession. I love them, and that could be because I think in my past life I was definitely a black lesbian. I have a lot of the characteristics. I don't like it. It's when things are too hot. You know, I do
Yeah.
want to drive a sports sedan if I can, which has never happened.
I mean, you kind of are. You
a
just
little
got a Chrysler 200. It's
did.
getting close.
You're blowing my spot. I don't know. I always identify, except for most of the parts that make them what they are. But yeah, it was them wiling out trying to make a thing. It was a T-shirt,
Yeah.
and none of them finished. Not a damn one.
No,
And I think the one that won was like that had like BLM on it, and it was
they
like,
didn't even have good. We couldn't even see the shirts because they didn't even show the angle of it.
they didn't even get
We're like, what the fuck do these shirts look like?
How do you have a competition show? And like, okay, they were kind of going around the side of them. Kind of, you can't see me, but they were like kind of doing a wide shot, walking around them. How do you not, when they're done, go up in front of them and be like, you know, contestant 1, and then they show and then you take a picture of the shirt and put it side by side. It's not that hard.
Right.
It's called split screen, guys. Like, this was made in, like, I want to say 2021. By the way,
Yeah.
it got greenlit for a second season.
So bad.
What are they winning on this?
It was a tuck chain, a trip for 2 to Jamaica, and just street cred of being the #1 hoochie daddy.
Incredible. That's all I've ever wanted.
I've been in the danger zone.
And now, it's time for Eric's Wrestling Corner.
So on this week's of my Wrestling Corner, we did something different. I just sent Rick a link, and he posted on our YouTube that I didn't even know we had.
We're getting out there, baby.
And what is the address for it?
I think it's just not charted. I haven't done the wider range of conversations versions yet.
Oh, anyway, so you can actually see what he's watching and see his reaction instead of just us talking about it and the TikToks.
Yeah.
So you can go on YouTube in case you don't fuck with TikTok and don't want to fuck with TikTok because people are so weird about TikTok.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can see that shit. Rick didn't make it through the whole video. He cut it off like a bitch when they were doing paper cuts.
Dude,
You didn't even get to the sawzall.
I like how they're throwing bricks on people. They're using all this wild shit with thumbtacks, and I'm like, oh, paper cut, fuck this, I'm out. That's the worst.
Farther that video, fucking John Moxley takes the fucking sawzall across the fucking head.
No.
And
Somehow
that was the point what I was waiting for you to get to, and then yeah, it got to the paper cuts and the paper cut on the gooch, and you're like, nope.
That was it. Listen, a dude in a Speedo gets a fucking paper cut on his gooch. How is that not it's not okay?
So yeah, we'll keep doing that. It's youtube.com/notcharted until I guess we figure out doing the other one.
Yeah. We're probably I'll merge them at some point.
And
basically I'm seeing if people watch it.
will they let you put a video that long on Instagram?
I don't know. Well, my problem is content
Oh.
because of what we watch.
Yeah.
That's why I did on YouTube and have to put it's under the firewall of being 18 plus
Oh, okay.
because blood.
Yeah, gotcha. Next one, well, maybe the next one I won't make it. I'll make it more crazy moves and not
Okay.
dudes taking pizza cutters to the fucking
Then
head.
we can put it on Instagram. But yeah, until then, I got some shit to fuck you up with though. You haven't watched it yet.
I started watching the thing with Jimmy's, the dude hanging in Jimmy's fucking room.
Newt's top 5.
Huh? The thing
Newt-
on
it's-
the YouTube thing?
Yeah, it's Newt's top 5.
Yeah, that opening video was that kid talking about the dude that
Yeah.
he could see hanging.
Yeah.
Which number was the one that's going to fuck me up?
Number 5.
We're going to do it right now.
Hold up.
And fucking ew. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was not...
Welcome to Nuke's top 5, bud.
I need to shut the windows. I need to close them curtains behind it because now I feel like somebody's going to pop in that fucking window.
It's gonna be a little hand coming out of there.
So it was some dude in Africa that had some creepy ass fucking ghost. And yeah, you could see his kid playing fucking patty cake with some weird ass ghost arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna sleep. I'm fucking tripping out on the inside. I'm trying to keep in. I'm trying to not drop the N word so many times right now. I'm fucking losing my mind. Like my heart's beating out of my chest. Yeah.
It's the hand that killed me the most, honestly.
No, I looked away for a second when his kids like flip the blanket over and see who I'm playing with. Like,
And
no,
ain't nothing underneath that motherfucker blanket.
no. So I had the idea, whatever, since we're getting closer to summer being over and it being fucking actual spooky season, that maybe we start fucking. I need to either find a way to do what you're doing, and I have to watch fucking spooky shit.
It's easy.
Or once a week we watch one of the fucking scary ass fucking documentary things, like those fucking movies, like the one about the one up the road or something.
I'm down.
And then we'll cover it on the show.
I actually have notes on here for another thing about that.
And actually, if I remember, and we bring the microphones, we can just watch it and record it, and then we can just talk about it, and then cut in funny things when I flip out. I don't know.
Alright.
I'm just brainstorming, but
Let us know if you want to see it. Maybe we'll open up a question on the Spotify thing. 'Cause
yeah.
we can do that now. Because we're special.
I opened one up for the that ghost has got me fucked. I'll open up. I put one up for the Power Rangers episode, but I don't know if anybody ever answered it.
They did.
Oh,
Yeah. It was if you wanted to see more. And most of it was a unanimous. Yeah. Unanimous.
yeah.
Icy Hot's got me fucked up. You got Kakui's over here in the brain. This is going to be
The rest of this is gonna be terrible.
This is. I'm sorry, everybody. This is the first one we get ambassador ads, and we can't talk. My back's broken. You're freaked out by ghosts.
Yeah.
Anyway, no. So what I wrote down, I think you talked about it last time, was the Dice Road,
Yeah.
the haunting of Dice Road.
Uh.
So, gather in, everybody. I have a story to tell about the tales of Dice Road, and I will have.
That you said was Cap.
Kind of. So, it's one of those, like everywhere you go, everyone's got that one road, that one house that's kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually, Dice Road started in with, it's called the Merrill House.
Oh.
And what that does,
Did you watch the thing or did you just look it
No,
up?
this is me doing some research, baby.
Oh.
Research,
Research.
baby. This is fucked. Anyway, so basically in that house, they had a bunch of different activity, which I actually have stuff saved on my phone I can show you,
Okay.
which actual police reports to verify what was going on in there. So the toilet paper would randomly catch on fire.
What the fuck?
And how do you explain toilet paper catching on fire unless you're doing something?
Right.
I mean, I've had Taco Bell. You've had Taco Bell.
Right.
It ain't never lit up. It's been close.
Yeah.
I've smelt some singe of hairs.
Especially since the volcano shit came back.
Correct. Honestly, thank you for bringing that back. But bring back the whole thing at this point. Come on. What are you doing? Anyway, what I want more than that, tangent. Give me the double-decker volcano taco.
Uh,
You know what I'm talking about? Everybody should.
Yeah.
Where it's just like tortilla, beans, but then they put the hot beans in there.
Yeah.
And then it's the taco shell with the red taco shell, and then more of that volcano sauce on there. Was my favorite thing in the world. Although, everything's changed now.
right.
No drugs. So, basically, and I have all these on here, which I'll show Eric later to freak him out even more than this. Because they actually had, at one point, they were getting so many complaints about the house that they're like, you know what, fuck it. We're going to put this under surveillance because we keep getting these calls. So they put the house under surveillance, which I don't know if was legal or not, but here we are. And there was, they had invited, I think it was like paranormal investigator or somebody to go in there, just kind of hang out in the house to see what
Yeah.
was going on. And during that time, they kept hearing just loud, like knockings, and it would travel through the whole house. And then there was also, like, it sounded like the garage door was just getting pounded on by something. And so they called. They're like, yo, we got this stuff going on here. And the cops are like, yeah, we're outside. There's nothing going on.
Yeah.
And they actually have the police reports to verify that. Now, when it comes to the actual haunting of Dice Hill Cemetery, it ain't shit. I've been there. I think I told you about that the time I went there, but I'm telling the podcast now. So, when I went there, everybody was like, you have to go at like the stroke of midnight and under a full moon. And I did all of those things because apparently that was before that's when I had white strength and not seen some random ass shit in my life. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let's go. I had me and 2 other white women with me, go figure.
Yeah.
And then we decided we were going to be strong and go do their thing. I didn't see nothing.
Right.
They're like, there's a woman in white that'll follow you around to your car. And the thing that was the most terrifying about my experience is we went to a local convenience store before we went down there because we just wanted something to drink on the way home.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh yeah, we just checked out the cemetery, and what do you guys think about what's going on around here? And they're like, oh, that ain't the scary part. But if you're looking for something fun to do, you could just break into some houses.
I mean, it is Saginaw.
Well, that's the thing, right? And it was some like tall, skinny white kid that's telling me like, oh yeah, we just break into houses all the time just to have for fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of exhilarating. What? And then we're like, well, like, what, are they haunted or nothing? Oh, no. They're just on the market.
They have a lot of abandoned ass houses that they have for sale, and people break into them and they have parties and shit. And like whatever.
Here I'm like, what? That's how.
I mean, they might break into actual people's houses that are living, but
could be.
there was one house that a dude that I knew that I worked with was trying to sell, and he tried to sell it to me and Rachel, and we went and checked it out. It was all fucked up, and there was huge holes in the floor, and like you could tell, like down in the basement where there had been parties, because there was fucking cigarettes and shit and all whatever. And I'm like, nah, I thought this was a finished house.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be finished, but maybe like all of the walls would be great.
Yeah, and not look like a cracked in.
you know, you could have made that crack den a crack home. Glad you didn't though. 'Cause, but you know, that was it. We went and actually we hung around there for probably 2-3 hours going through all the stuff there, and they're like, call out somebody's name, and you heard the wind. That was wild, I guess.
Yeah.
The only other thing that was kind of whatever, they're like, as you leave, a car will follow you at night. And I'm like, yeah, that's just some guy going, you're on my property. And then he just has a shotgun.
Right. Well, one of those haunting fucking documentary things
Yeah.
that they do the investigations with is on Dice Road, and I watched like the first 5 minutes, and I was by myself though, so I turned it off.
And here I'm like, let's go, girls.
Yeah, and they were saying about that. The one dude was pissed, the guy that lived there, because he'd call the cops about people pounding on his fucking doors and shit, and they'd be
Yep.
like, "There's nobody there. There's no footprints. No nothing." And then the one lady was like, "Well, my kids still frequently hang out here, so I really want to get down to the bottom of this and all this shit." And I'm like, "Why is people still living in this house?" I'm like, "I can't do this. Like, it's about to be dark." I'm like, "I can't." So yeah.
And here I am by myself in my house watching the Nuke's Top 5 getting stuff ready. We are two different people.
Question of the day.
So I was doing, as anybody does, I was sitting on the toilet, scrolling through Instagram and all the other apps and shit, and often catch clips and things from other podcasts that I will rip off. Not Matty Ice and Marky Mark, though, but other ones.
We rip them off enough, and they
So
rip
they
us
say.
off.
But it's mostly these ones that were like questions that they ask. So this one, I got a couple here, so we'll throw them out here. And we'll go with which do you prefer out of the three? Waffles, pancakes, or French toast?
Waffles.
Just flat out?
Yep.
What's second?
Let's see. Probably. That's a tough. I think I want them both equally at that point. French toast and pancakes.
And pancakes?
Yeah, I don't. They're kind of the same to me.
Yeah. I don't
A
know.
good French toast, like, okay, shout out Dave's mom.
Yeah.
When we went to Traverse City that one time with that baked French toast.
That's what she made every morning when we fucking stayed there.
That was insane.
They're like fucking.
If I could get that baked French toast every time, I'm running away from the microphone here. If I could get that baked French toast every time, I'd say that'd be number one. But honestly, I love me a waffle.
Right. I don't know. I'm torn about between the. I mean, French toast would be last for me, but it's
You got to get a good French toast, and if it's not crunchy, and a lot of French toast is
Yeah.
soggy out there, guys. Let's
Yeah.
face it. And no one wants those soggy French toast just flopping around.
and that's why you get Blue Chew. Blue Chew. You save 20% by putting in wider range of conversations, which should become a real thing. So please, somebody put us over on Blue Chew.
That'd be great.
Yeah, right. See, I made an ad, and they didn't even have to pay me for it. So support us, Blue Chew.
Stop that.
Support us, or
We get paid
Manscaped.
and we don't do it.
Manscaped or Blue Chew. We're all about the junk area around here.
Truth.
I mean,
How do you think my back got blown out?
we got? I mean, you can put fruit on both waffles and pancakes.
That pisses
But-
me off.
Putting fruit on?
I don't want to do that.
Why?
I don't know. Just give me the pancake.
You don't want like fucking strawberries and
No.
shit on there? Oh, that's just
I don't know. Maybe it's my neurodivergence.
like the big okay. I might have to say waffle because Big Boy's Belgian waffle.
That's different,
That
yeah.
has like fucking the strawberry and the whipped cream on there. R.I.P. Big Boy because there's not any around here anymore. That shit slaps. So I would have to say waffle.
Team waffle.
Okay. So, if you were the president, what would be the one wacky, so not serious, law that you would implement?
Can't be serious.
I said wacky, so we don't get into some fucking deep ass
Allegedly.
conversation about shit.
Oh, one wacky thing. I feel. Let's see here. Oh, this is a rough one. You're gonna make me think.
I know what mine is, so
What's yours?
mine would be make Taco Tuesday a legit thing, where you're like everybody's off on Tuesday and you have to eat tacos.
Fuck yeah. Can we get half day for Tuesdays?
Yeah, it'd be like, Taco Tuesday, everybody gets half day of work, and then you have to go eat tacos and drink tequila.
That's dope. I'm not tequila.
Or I mean, at least go eat tacos.
Okay. I'm like, because somebody would be dead. Both of us can't be drinking tequila in the same night.
Right.
I don't know. I think I would want more mandatory time off, but for really stupid reasons, like international or like national. I've shit too much and I need to take a nap day or something like that.
Or like the 4-day work week. Isn't that a thing in some countries?
We're trying to do it here, but I
Are
don't
they?
know how that's going to work because we already can't pay our bills. But
Right.
see, this is where we're going to get it. No, we already know.
It already starts getting serious. We're like 4 days of work and that's it. Actually live your life after that.
I've already been on my soapbox enough this week, so I'm not going to do it again. There's something in my shoe. It was a sticker.
So what did you say now?
Seriously, it would be like national. I poop too much, and then I get tired day. Wait, hang on. Are we ready for this? Half day on Taco Tuesday, and
the
Wednesday.
next day is poop too much.
So we have half a day and then the day off on Wednesday.
And then everybody gets the fucking, like when they gave out the free vouchers for the COVID test, you get like 4 free vouchers for wet wipes. And then once your wet wipe monthly content, you got to pay for them after that.
Yeah,
so,
shout out Tushy, because I have a bidet and that should be another sponsor eventually. We poop a lot.
I still haven't used your bidet.
You should.
Ever. It makes me weird.
It'll change your life.
That's what Mark says.
It'll change your life.
He said he literally would just wait until D&D to shit at your hoce so he can
I'm aware.
So he can use
He
your
gets
bidet.
there and he's like, all right, hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
Warning, this part is not for the easily offended.
So I'm going to say my 2 offensive jokes because I had them written down and Rick had something
It's
else
been a
to talk
couple of
about.
times. It's been a couple episodes. We're ready.
The first one is, what do you call a kid laying down in class?
Oh, boy. What?
Kill confirmed. And the other one is, why don't churches have Wi-Fi?
Something about priest diddling little boys.
Because they can't compete with an invisible force that actually works.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Okay, so anyway.
Woo! We lost like half our viewers. No more ads next month once we lose out of this.
Yeah, well, fuck, they're still researching our shit too, so. All right.
We never, I don't think I haven't checked my emails yet, so. Anyway, so this is now, if you use these things, basically, if you use these terms, like if wow, we're going to cut this part out because I can't talk.
If you use these terms in an email.
I've had a stroke. It's an icy hot stroke. Cool island breeze.
An island, boys.
Anyway, yes. So, basically, I work in corporate America, and we get a lot of emails every day that I have to go through that I never do because
No.
cringe. So, what I hate now is people who use the following phrases, and I think if you do, there should be some sort of severe punishment. I just don't know what that is. And we'll leave it up to you guys to decide. Number 1, Friday.
What?
Happy Friday, everyone. Share your success stories.
Are they saying, like, trying to say Friday, but Friday?
Friday.
Wow. Yeah, that's white as fuck.
Hate it. Every time I hear them say Friday in an email, my penis goes inside of myself for a little bit.
I say that when I get an order of fries.
You say fries,
It's Friday.
comma,
Yeah.
yay. And listen, Roberta Black, sponsor us. Because that's different. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. We love, listen. For his awful, she is the awful movie of the music industry. Anyway. So the other thing I hate on those as well is every, like, words, holidays. This is going to be the day where Rick spit it out, motherfucker.
Right.
Apparently I'm on whatever I'm on.
You talk too much.
Yep. Any holiday you get your seasonal puns.
Oh, God.
Spooktacular savings. No, we're done. We're not doing that anymore. Jail. sizzling sales.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for
Shit
summer
like that.
Yeah.
Pisses me off. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah.
Basically, those are the two things. I don't want to hear sizzling sales. And if I hear Spooktacular or like another car salesman come on and it's like, we're banging with business today for the 4th of July. I'm out. Jail. For the other things that you're doing in your personal life, probably, but this is the thing we get you on. Like, if they don't have enough evidence for you for the child neglect or whatever is going on, oh, I'm sorry, sir. It looks like here in 2023 you used Friday in an email. I'm sorry, sir. That's 10 to 5. Or 5 to 10.
One thing that I saw, and these dudes were talking about, and it was like the worst, like, white people curse words, like "boy howdy," or like when
Dude,
I get
you
mad.
said that to me.
Yeah,
My favorite
what was
one is, what's the white version of "you got me fucked up"?
I don't. What was it? I don't remember. Are you asking?
Yep, it's right there. Oh, newsflash, mister.
That one in the fucking them just being jeez, Jeepers Christmas, instead of saying Jesus Christ.
The only one that ever got me is they were like when they go Jesus, and I'm like, I do that a lot. You're right. That's the one you got me on. Okay.
Newsflash, pal, you just got me fucked up.
Yeah. Apparently that's the white version of that, but I say you got me fucked up.
That's funny. And then fucking people get mad that we make fun of white people.
Do they?
Mark did, or
did he?
I thought he did with you when you were on the show.
Oh well, then
Because you said something. They were talking about something, and you looked dead at the camera and went, "You want to know what? That's white people." And you're like, "We're all white, Rick." And you're like,
I got a little twinge of color in me. All right, it's not all white in there.
Or he's like, "Everybody in this room is white, Rick." Yeah, and you were like,
maybe I'm white, but I'm not like, let's go in a submarine white.
People just need to leave the fuck alone with the ocean. I just keep seeing all these videos and shit of stuff happening of fucking the one dude had a clip. I follow his shit on Instagram where it was like some crazy storm going on a fucking cruise ship.
Oh yeah,
and that big ass fucking piece of furniture came flying, hit the the crib thing that the fucking baby should have been in, but she was carrying the baby. It'd wiped that kid out. And he's like, maybe I don't know if anybody's been like watching the news, but maybe we should leave the ocean alone for a while. Maybe the ocean is trying to tell us something. Like, do you know what it's like to be an ocean? Like, how would you feel if a bunch of sharks just showed up at your house fucking around?
Right? There's the other thing I just saw, that the oarfish, which I don't know if you've seen them, which I'll show you a picture of them when we're done with the show. But there's these really big fish, and they have the fins that kind of do like the wave. Yeah. And apparently they only come out like just before natural disasters and shit. And divers were like, "Oh, look, oarfish," and they were going up and like touching them and shit. I'm like, you put them fuckers back.
Right?
Don't touch. No.
Yeah.
No.
Just leave the ocean. They've confirmed UFOs over more shit than they've found in the fucking ocean.
Honestly, I'm in. Like, hey, aliens out there, come say what's up. Like, maybe you change things for us. You know?
Have you seen the footage of that dude in court when they're asking him shit about UFOs, and he just throws his hands up? Yup, it's true. Yup, like he's just fucking like, I'm done just keeping it secret anymore. And they're talking about shit. And but yeah, there's more on like research thing. That shit gives me panic attacks too. Like when people are in the ocean and you like look down and you can't see shit no more. Yeah. Like deep ass pools like that. Fucking, I've had nightmares of like swimming in those pools that like, I don't know if you've ever been to SeaWorld. I like went once when I was a kid.
No.
And you can look when you're walking next to like the big pools where like the sharks or the whales and shit are.
Yeah.
There's a window where you can look and you can see that it goes fucking deep. And it was fucking terrifying.
Nope.
And I've had like nightmares of swimming in pools like that where you look down and you can see like whales and shit swimming way up underneath you.
Is this triggering for you?
No, just that's why I don't fucking swim in open water. I don't like lakes and shit like that. Fucking pools all day.
You were just mad that those fish were coming up and trying to bite your feet that time.
Yeah, fuck all that.
They're just getting your dead skin cells out there, bud.
I don't care. I'm not touching it either. Everybody wants to keep going fishing. I'll go. I ain't touching the fucking fish. I'll whip that bitch on the ground until it falls off, and then kick it in the water.
You are like an amusement park for fish. You catch them and they're just like woo, and whip them back in. Like,
it's
damn,
gonna
that
be
was a
fun
ride.
because in a couple weeks, my mom fucking set up a thing for me and Silas to go kayaking with her, and she is making me go. And I have to be in a fucking kayak in the river, so we're gonna have an interesting fucking episode after that trip because I'm sure I'm gonna fucking flip out.
You're gonna find.
I'm gonna end up with diarrhea in the middle of the woods. Is what's gonna happen.
That's
Somehow I'm gonna end up with diarrhea in the woods, and it's gonna be bad. And I'm not gonna be prepared.
You lean against the tree, and then you open your asshole.
Just open it.
Just open it up.
Just like spread your cheeks and just let it go, or.
Yeah.
When you said open your asshole, for some reason I just pictured like a fucking sardine can just being screwed open. Just
I don't know what kind of assholes you'd be seeing.
and just fucking let it go. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting in a couple weeks when that happens. So fucking hell.
Sardine can asshole. Sardine can asshole's the name of this episode.
Fucking bumblebee tuna.
Asshole.
I don't know. That was the first thing I thought of. But yeah, I'm going to end up with diarrhea in the woods. Or I'm going to get attacked by a bear while shitting. Something like that will happen.
I don't think they
That
fuck
would be
with you
my-
while you're shitting, do they?
That would be my luck. I don't know.
Because that's always been my defense for, like, if I'm in the woods and they're coming at me, I'm going to shit my pants and yeet it at them. So,
Not if it's diarrhea. You can't eat nothing.
now if it's in the pants. You shit in the pants and you throw the
Yeah.
pants at them.
like, how you going to eat that? You're just going to turn and hit him like a super soaker? Just fucking spray him? Shit
My
at him and
diarrhea
run?
is special, okay?
and just spray and run?
I've had milk.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Something bad's gonna fucking happen to me and be like, this is why I don't fuck with nature. This is why I hate camping. This is why all that shit.
Watch out for beavers.
Why? I don't want. Yeah,
They'll fuck you up.
I'm sure they will.
I think anything in the woods kind of can fuck you up.
For the most, I mean, plants could fuck you up. So yeah.
Yeah. So I was driving back someplace today, and there was a squirrel. And me, you know, I break for squirrels. I don't want to. I'm not trying to kill something on purpose, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of coasting along, letting it do its thing, and it like runs alongside my car, stops, looks at me, and I think it's gonna run like, you know, back onto the lawn that was next to it there.
Yeah.
It runs up there, stops, jumps and does a flip, and then just continues on its way.
Maybe he got an achievement.
Bing! Didn't get killed by this car.
You got a squirrel achievement.
I didn't know they did that. Anyway, I think that wraps it up this week.
Yeah.
We've sprayed diarrhea and did squirrel backflips.
We talked about ghosts and hoochie daddies and things you
Oh
should
my-
not say in a fucking email.
I've got an idea.
Huh.
I'll talk about it off air.
Okay.
Haunted hoochie daddies.
Make it a show.
Ghosts, the ghost of hoochie daddies, like haunting this thing for who gets to be the supreme ghost of the thing. TM. TM.
I thought you were talking about putting the cast of hoochie daddies in a haunted house, which would be even more fucking hilarious.
T fucking M. That's better.
Yeah. But anyway, before we ramble on, thank you
Seriously,
again
we own the rights to that.
for everybody that checks us out and puts up with all our dumb shit.
Yeah.
Check out Rick at all of his socials. Drop your socials.
Yeah, you can follow me on everything. I am not charted, except for on Twitch. I am not _charted because Twitch is Twitch. You can check wider range of convo at Instagram. Eric he tags me in all my stuff. You find him in there. He's still
Yeah.
mysterious. He's like the mysterious fart.
Okay.
Is it poop? Is it not poop? Should you be trusted?
The latter.
I knew it. Anyway, yeah. You can check out the show's YouTube channel at Not Charted as well until I get the official okay for that. But it's been great. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully you listen to the ad. Well, hopefully I get the email back so we can say, like, ads. But don't judge us too much for the ad. I thought it was pretty fun.
Right. So anyway, we'll check you guys next time. Again, thank you to everyone. And
Peace.
we'll check you later.